what is this deck basically? It's kind of pseudo rushdown slash control deck. I feel like you mitigate the disadvantage of going first by having a super solid stage 1 evolution that slaps for 50 damage and 1 energy. That's pretty good. That's actually as much as that's the same amount of damage without the poison, obviously, that Weezing does. It does 50 for 1 energy. It's a low energy cost deck. All the maximum energy you want to spend on this list is 2 energy. And Hitmonlee is kind of meta. The thing about Hitmonlee is that it takes care of the Magikarp in the back, even in the front. You can just, even if they leave it in the front to avoid getting hit by Hitmonlee, like you can X speed, bring something else in and take it out. You can Sabrina put it on the back line and just stretch kick it. Nothing avoids the stretch kick. So Hitmonlee is very, very, very well situated in the meta, simply because there's also a lot of drugs. Not only can you take out Magikarp, but there's also a lot of drugs. And drugs don't do anything, basically. They're just, for people who don't know, they're the dragons that sit in the active slot and you don't put any energy on them. They just reflect 20 damage whenever you hit them. So you can just put Hitmonlee in the active slot and just start slapping their bench, because that's what they want to do. They want to evolve in the backline. So you just put Hitmonlee there and just start slapping them in the backline, and while you're setting up your own bench. They're doing nothing, you're doing 30 damage per turn. So you're always winning that. And you put a clock on them. Unless they high roll, it's very, very, very hard to win for them. And sooner or later, you're going to force them to expose one of their backline Pokemons to start doing damage themselves. And that's when the other Pokemon come in. Kangmai return in place of Drat because of Lee. That's possible, yeah. So what else does this deck run? It runs 1 copy of Marshadow. I feel like this Pokemon is outrageous. This Pokemon solos, first of all, Pikachu. It does exactly 120 against Pikachu. And you just put something in the active slot, it doesn't matter what, start slapping them with it. And as soon as they take it out, this comes in and clears. The revenge kill power against lightning decks is outrageous for this Pokemon. Not only that, but in general, like 100 damage on a basic is nothing to scoff at, right? It is an incredible amount of damage. It comes in, deals 100, and just literally steals the game. And not only that, because you're running double Giovanni in this deck, you have a range of 110, which is unexpected sometimes. And then the final Pokemon in this deck is Aerodactyl. It's running double Aerodactyl. I feel like the reason Aerodactyl is in this deck is not because it's a good card. In my opinion, it's the worst EX released with the mini set. And probably one of the worst in the game, if we're being honest. It's just that it is a high health, low energy attacker with an ability that sometimes comes into play and can control your opponent. Like, you're not playing for the ability. You're not trying to make the ability useful, because it only works on the active Pokemon, right? You're actually trying to tempo and put pressure on your opponent, and this ability is just a bonus. It just sometimes does something, right? I would argue the most replaceable Pokemon in the whole deck is Aerodactyl. As soon as we get something that's actually good and has a fighting stage 1 Pokemon with high damage, or just a different EX that's reliable, and that's not Marowak, I feel like he gets replaced. Pika is old like cheese milk, then you're taking over. No, Pika is still strong. A guy won 2 tournaments and came in second in a third one in the span of 24 hours. And I'm not talking about 50 people tournaments. I'm talking about 500 people tournaments. So 250 plus. It ranged from 250 to 400 something, 450, 480, something like that. The tournaments. So they weren't small tournaments. And this guy just cruised through them with Pikachu. Pikachu's a striker. I feel like Pokemon that deal with the bench now are very important, especially if it's a 1 energy attack. Another thing that's important in this deck is that Amber is not a basic Pokemon. So you're always drawing one of your basic Pokemons like Hitmonlee, Primate, or Marshadow. And even though it seems like, hey, why are you only running 1 copy of Marshadow? Why are you only running 1 copy of Hitmonlee? It's very rare that I don't find while playing this deck. It feels like it's almost impossible not to find the Pokemon, because you're running 4. You're going to get 1 for free. You have 2 balls for the other 2, so you're only missing 1. It's just extremely consistent to find the basic Pokemon. Aerodactyl isn't as consistent because of the same reason, because you need to find the Amber. But it works. Aerodactyl is very reliable Marowak. The ability is plus in so much. That's Well, that's exactly what I said, isn't it? And you run double X speed because you don't really have any acceleration in this deck, and everything, all of your retreats cost one. All of your retreats cost one. Obviously, double Pokeball, double Professor's Research, double Sabrina, double Giovanni. It's a return to the classics. I am a big fan of Sabrina. I would put double Sabrina in every deck if I could. And I'm also a big fan of Giovanni, especially in this deck. It works very well with some breakpoints. So you want to have Giovanni. As I mentioned before, you want to have as many Giovannis as you can in the deck. As I mentioned before, like Marshadow coming in for the revenge kill. Sometimes you just need that extra 10. Where do we find this deck? You're gonna ask. Well, this is where we found the deck. Let me show you. Sabrina is the best trainer, in my opinion. So this is where we found the deck. We went to Limitless, and then if you just sort by win rate, this deck has the highest win rate, very low sample size. But obviously, Gyarados is easily the most dominant deck right now. But this deck has found itself in spot 1 and spot 3 of the highest win rate. Very, very, very low sample size because it's a new deck. People aren't playing it yet. And it came to my attention when I was looking at tournaments here, and I found this deck, finished 3 copies of the deck, finished in the top 12, top 11. Pokemon Go, what Pokemon Go? Right here. Like, there were only five of these decks submitted in the tournament. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 of them ended up in the top 11. That's the 11th spot. Four out of the 5 ended up in the top 11. I'm like, what is going on here? Obviously, there's a lot of Pikachu here. There's a lot of Pikachu, which is a free win for you. But the deck doesn't just beat Pikachu. The deck doesn't just beat Pikachu. It can win. I feel like it has problems against Mewtwo. So I don't know how good it's going to be on ladder in general. Where's the, like, can we like see matchups if I click on it? So yeah, it's farming Pikachu, but that's a very small sample. It's doing really well against Gyarados. It's doing really well against Pikachu. You can see here, there's a lot of games, but it doesn't, I don't see like any horrible matchups, to be fair. Well, this one right here. Yeah, it's doing poorly versus Mewtwo, which is expected, and it has been my experience since it is our weakness, right? The deck is weak to Psychic, and Mewtwo is very strong, so you're definitely not going to do well again. So with all that Mewtwo running around on ladder, I don't know how good it's going to be. Celebi, it seems like this farm Celebi. It's very small sample size, only 6 months, tournament match, but it's done incredibly well against it. It remains to be seen. Like, we need more games. Can I consolidate the? Wait. If I combine like this, what Pokemon is it going to put here? This one. Okay. So it does really well against Gyarados, 85% win rate. It's doing not as well as I expected against Pikachu. It's getting farmed by Mewtwo. Literally getting farmed by me. And then you beat Celebi a reasonable amount, and everything else I feel like not enough sample size. Hey, Hitmonlee, we need you, buddy. This is your time to shine, buddy. Wait, what? The fuck is this? That's not what I expected. You have plans to stream Bazaar waiting for new patch. I was gonna actually stream it today, but I had too much fun with this game. I found this little deck right here, and it's just enjoyable. What I'm gonna do? Well, you know what I'm gonna do, Mister? You know what I'm gonna do? I'll put both of these on because maybe they want to draw cards, so I'm just gonna play everything. I'm gonna bring that forth to the front right here. I'm gonna give it a sweet little tiny slap on the face, just like that. Oh, Hitmonlee, please, Hitmonlee. For the love of God. Come on, Hitmon Lee. I believe. This guy forgot about Lee. Blue? The fuck? Hitmon Lee! We can still do it. We can still do it. I still believe. Pokeball, Hitmon Lee, and any of those stuff. You fuck! They should have played it here. Hitmon Lee! This is the millennium of Hitmon Lee. Nowadays, everybody wants to sit on the bench. But no basic is escaping the stretch. What's up, Hitmon? Hey, keep healing. Keep healing, buddy. I don't have any more basics, do I? Where did this go? There? Where? Hitmon Lee is slapping the Dratini. Does the Amber go away unless I top deck the... I did. Perfect. Extra health. You love to see it. Kick it! Oh no, they red carded me after I set up my whole board. I'm gonna cry. I'm crying, chat. I'm crying. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Oh no. My Lee. It's the revenge of the Mac. Here. Limb 3, you have 2 arrows. I've been saying that the whole... And look at this. Look at this getting heads. Look at that getting... Look at getting all the heads right there. Hit him. Hit him, Lee! We have a few issues here. Do I play the other monkey? I kind of want Marshadow there. I'm thinking about wasting my Sabrina for stall. I mean, it's very unlikely they don't have an XP, but I need a little bit of stall here. Because I'm in danger. Should I do it? Stall him? Oh. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. Nobody knows. They're going to put that in. What? Okay. I don't have XP, I just realized. GG. What did I just stall? Them or me? Good question. They can't evolve this, which is funny. Do I have any more? I don't. I have questions. What if I just do this? And skip. Okay, kill the monkey. Kill the monkey, bitch. I dare you. I dare you. I double dare you. Kill the monkey. They didn't want to kill the monkey. That's so funny. It's a Marshadow deck. It only runs one. Why am I not running two Marshadows? Can someone explain? Like Marshadow is literally the star of the deck. Why do I only run one? Oh, green. Oh, yeah. If it's not that, it's this. Who is going first? Lovely. We got the Primate, so that's about as good as it can get. Do I put the Hitmonlee on the board? Sure, fuck it. We've got one of each. They can't evolve this. I can just one-shot it. Guy's so excited. Doesn't even know. Scrambled eggs for breakfast. Anyone wants an English breakfast? Eggs and bacon and beans. Did I already play the Pika deck? I did. Pretty good. Okay, where does this go? I feel like this goes on the Mars shadow. You prefer Turkish? What is even Turkish breakfast? Is it like halloumi like here? I should have put the energy here. I kind of want a Sabrina here. Because they don't want to put this in front. They don't want to put this in front because they won't be able to evolve it. And they don't want to put this in front because I'm going to slap it. So Sabrina is kind of checkmate here, no? This dies. This can't evolve. This takes damage. And they don't want that. What's my opinion on custom battlegrounds? I love custom battlegrounds. If I could stream it and have viewers, I would. You just gave me a free kill. Can you imagine they low roll 5 tables? That would be so funny here. Almost. That was funny. They can heal to 80. Are you fucking what? You can't escape the stretchy leg of Hitmonlee? What are you doing? You think he's just sitting there on the bench, watching the game, cheerleading? He's waiting, he's lurking.